Okay, we're in the finals. This is a great keep. I think we actually open with Skirmisher because I don't want to trade my Death Touch. I don't want to trade my Death Touch guy off right away. But I guess that's debatable because of the dash. Still think I'd rather trade off my Skirmisher than my Hand of Silumgar. I suppose it depends. All right, yeah. Now I much would prefer to trade my Skirmisher off. Oof, it's a little bit more difficult. All right. Well, now we're going to drop Hand of Silumgar because dropping the Efreet doesn't really help me that much. Yes, I could have faked with the Skirmisher. If I lose it, I feel like I'm in a bit of trouble, though. And I don't see how he's highly incentivized not to block there. Cobra's pretty good, too. Definitely a trade I'm willing to make. Well, had I known, I was going to draw a Kindled Fury. That's okay, actually. We'll just play our Efreet and pass. Interesting. All right. Well, gonna swing. Um, think in response, I'm gonna unmorph, deal 1 to my opponent. Efreet's gonna die, and then I'll play an Efreet. It's actually a pretty good draw. Let's I think I'm just gonna sack the Skirmisher. Like I could reach a Shadows now, but it's not even that great for me. I'd rather just do this. Sack the Skirmisher. Draw 2 lands. Alright, well, everything but the draw 2 lands part about that was good. Hmm. Why would he not attack with Herald? Alright. Alright. It's actually pretty good. So let's use Tail Slash. The reason I didn't attack with the Aven is because I want to keep the Herald of Dramoka at bay. Alright. I'm going to save my Reach of Shadows for now. I'm at 9 life. And at 2-5, I can at least, it's still a 5-turn clock. So I currently can outrace it. I'd rather just deal with bigger threats. It's not too bad. So he could have like Center Soul, but I think it's worthwhile to wait until after Declare Blocker step to see if he's got like a pump spell or something. All right, guess we're going to 5. Not thrilled about it, but rather have a flyer. Oh man, that land hurt. That land hurt quite a bit. Come on, baby, give me a threat. I mean, at least my opponent's just drawing lands too. All right. Thankfully, got the game there. It really came down to both me and my opponent drawing blank for a couple turns, and then I just, hey, what did I say during the draft about Lightning Berserker? I like this card. Lightning Berserker, I think, gets a bad rep. It's actually a decent card in board states like that, I guess. But I want to play Tormenting Voice. I don't know what I bring it in for. Everything seems important here. I guess Lose Calm seems worse. We didn't see one big threat out of our opponent. That certainly doesn't mean they don't exist. Now, he's got the double strike guy. That makes it worth it alone. Do I want to do Shambling Goblin? He's got the Herald of Dramokas. I guess it does trade with those. Hmm. What would I cut? Like, I think I'd rather cut a Kindled Fury than a Coat with Venom. I still kind of want to keep collateral damage around. I like it. I just am playing this because it trades with Heralds. It's not bad reason, to be honest. It's not great either, though, but it's not bad. I don't know. Guess it kills a Servant of the Scale. I don't know how good that is either. I guess I'll cut a Kindled Fury for a Shambling guy. Maybe I should have been main decking it because of the double collateral damage Vulturous Haven. It definitely was a mistake to not sideboard it in match one. I guess Vile kind of takes care of Heralds too, but whatever. Let's try this. Damn. 3 red guard. I so want to keep this. On the draw, I have 8 red. I think I'm keeping it on the draw. It's a questionable one since I have no playables without a red mana, but if I get a red mana, this hand is really glad I kept. I mean, this hand is just very good now. Interestingly enough, Kolaghan Aspirant can attack into a Territorial Rock pretty well. And the nice thing is, even if he plays another creature, I can dash Heel Cutter, make it so that can't block. So he can't kill Heel Cutter on blocks. He can kill Aspirant, but he loses his his dude. Oh, well, this is okay too. Can dash and get in for 5. Hmm. We'll play the Outrider instead of the Heel Cutter. I'm glad he didn't just take the damage there, because I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do post-combat if he left up the vial. It almost made more sense to me to not play something, but at the same time I had the Colligan's command, so it was debatable. Okay. Kind of think I want to hard cast the Heel Cutter. Depends on what I draw, I guess. Oof. Alright, well, hard cast Heel Cutter. Wish Colligan's command could do something. It'd be really nice. I don't even know why he's attacking there, but I'll take it. So my opponent still could have land in hand, which kind of makes me want to shock him plus get my Outrider back and then play a Hooded Assassin. I don't know how good it is yet, though. I think we're going to do it regardless. Could make him discard, but I have some fears he just discards the land. He's playing double Map the Waste, too, which is just shocking to me. I mean, he needs the fixing, I guess, but I guess I don't know how many lands he's running, so shouldn't be shocking. All right, let's get the Outrider back. Nuke him for 2. Follow up with a Hooded Assassin. Doesn't even get to block the Herald, which is kind of a bummer, but not attacking with Herald there is just plain wrong, but I like it. I think we're in pretty bad shape now. Despite my opponent not that... I'm taking Shambling Goblin out of my deck so fast post-sideboard. Why didn't I bring you in match 1? Guess if I draw one of my collateral damages, I can kill a Tactician. I don't know. Let's just draw a Palace Siege. See if we can't win through that. Guess I have Formidable. I want to get one of his flyers off the board. He has to double block or have a pump spell. Seems like he's got a pump spell. Yeah, it sucks, but what are you going to do? So take way too much damage. He's probably got a follow-up creature. It's the only safe assumption. Yep. Skirmisher's pretty ugly here. So I've got 9 life, which means you can absolutely crack back for lethal. Trying to think of any way of winning this. What could I possibly draw? So I can dash Skirmisher, swing with Heel Cutter, Assassin, Skirmisher, leave back Goblin to block Dramoka, take 3, 5, 7. If he cracks in with everything, he still has 2 Vigilance guys. I think it's our best shot. So he kills Heel Cutter, he takes 4, he goes to 7. Still can't figure out how I win. Guess if he swings with everything, I draw a Lose Calm. Maybe. If I draw a Lose Calm, I'm still if I draw a Lose Calm, I still lose. Well, I drew a land, so it's means nothing anyway. I can't wait to see 0 comments addressing the fact that I got flooded running 17 lands. Can't wait to see no one address that, but people happily jump on the fact when I play 16 lands and I get mana screwed. It's always funny. The dichotomy of comments. All right, so we want to not draw 11 lands. So see if we can do that. I'll feel pretty good. If we can not draw 11 lands, that'd be nice. Maybe we cut Goblin for Tormenting Voice at this point, and I just do it to mitigate the flood. Okay, let's try this. Alright, guess it's a keep then. Haven't figured out what I discard yet. Maybe the tail slash, I guess. Guess it depends on what I draw, I suppose. Question is, do I really want to cast Tormenting Voice here? Maybe I do want to discard a mountain. Find a spell for next turn. Well, it's not the worst. Hooded Assassin's not bad either. I think we're doing Assassin. I could just do Warbringer, but I like getting a threat out there that I can tail slash with. Kind of want him to map the wastes here. Lightwalker. Alright, a little bit disappointed with that draw, but let's just get in. Alright, this is okay. So we got a couple guys off the board. Now I'm getting... I thought Tormenting Voice was going to help us. See, the problem was if I discarded the tail slash, I wouldn't have been able to do that play, but... I asked to not draw 11 lands, but I think they may have misheard me and meant not draw any lands. Which is simply not the case. Alright, we're going to dash. I'm just going to start trying to see if I can pressure that way. Feel I can draw some lands. We're going to hardcast Warbringer now. He's going to 2-for-1 himself. Yeah, you got it. Not even going to collateral damage. So next turn I can dash for 2 plus play hand. If I draw a land, I'm just going to slam Palace Siege. Alright, so then we just dash. Oops. I don't mind if he blocks or takes it. Either of those seem fine with me. Play the hand and pass. All right. There we go. I think we just go Pal Siege Pass. He saw Pal Siege game one, didn't he? Could have sideboarded into Enchant Hate. I guess I didn't. Well, whatever. We also passed some Survivalists during the draft, which is something we haven't seen yet, but certainly does not mean he doesn't have it somewhere. But Pal Siege just seems like the safe thing to do since it makes him do stuff like now. I think I actually just hardcast Warbrute and pass again. I could dash. Guess I could dash. Yeah, let's dash. He doesn't have a great block. Probably at this point he trades with Angler, I guess. He has Tread Upon mana up too. It's pretty important to note. Um, guess I dash. Let him trade with an Angler if he wants. We're getting a 5/5 off the board, so I think it's actually pretty good. Then we'll play Aspirant and leave up collateral damage, and I feel pretty good about that turn. All right, definitely gonna block with Warbringer here. So we'll counter that, prevent him from gaining the life. Well, now I'm regretting, or not regretting, the Tormenting Voice discarding the land, but we did have that little awkward pocket of not hitting the land drop, but I would say we're in pretty awesome shape at this point. All right. See what he hits. And nothing. All right. So we ended up going 2-1. I think our deck was only okay in retrospect. I mean, I made the mistake round one of not sideboarding into the Shambling Goblin, and that very easily could have cost me that game, because that game, or game two at least, turned out to be pretty close. Game one, I got throttle choked. Um, yeah, I mean, there were some pros and cons of our deck. The pros were that Kolaghan's Command and Palace Siege and Bloodshin Fanatic are really powerful cards. The cons, our creatures, our creatures weren't that great. Creatures could have been better. Like, I'm not excited to have Hooded Assassin in this deck. I'm not excited to be running Smoldering Efreet. I'm glad Lightning Berserker stole a game so I could at least show why I think that card's pretty good. But yeah, so not the most exciting black-red dash deck I've ever built, but it ended up going 2-1, which is satisfactory. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for the next draft.